This is CES MMA.
All right, Scott, we get ready for this lightweight bout between Nate the Snake Andrews and Leon Dynamite Davis. I think there may be a little bit of bad blood here, Scott. Leon Davis, a little late arriving to the weigh-in and a little overweight once he got there, and it did not sit well with Nate Andrews. And as a fighter, I'm sure you know, you bust your hump to make that weight, and the other fighter doesn't do it.
I knew that Leon was going to be late. He had car trouble, and there was a long background to that, but it's short. Wow, he came off, tapped hands.
Wow, Leon Davis comes in and just picks up Nate Andrews and slams him to the canvas in the opening second. So
he looks like he's grabbing a guillotine right off the bat. And Nate's doing a nice job defending, trying to step over to half.
Tough spot for Andrews early on in this opening round.
He's weathering it at the moment. The choke's on the opposite side. He's defending well. And you can see where Leon's trying to prevent Nate from passing. Nate did a great job in reversing that. Now they're back up to their feet.
You know, I saw Leon on the way in, and he said, I hope today goes better than yesterday. So perhaps a little motivation to come out of that corner, all guns blazing, and he took down Nate Andrews right away. But again, both fighters back on their feet here in the opening minute of round number one.
Now, Nate's looking to prevent the takedown, and this is where I was talking about Leon using his wrestling to open up his hands. You'll see as this fight continues, where the wrestling, and you have to respect the takedown. Obviously, you saw what just happened, and what just happened right now, another big slam.
Leon Davis just picking up Andrews and slamming him to the canvas the second time in the first minute and a half of this fight.
And you're going to want to see Nate Andrews turn inside and face Leon to try to take some of this pressure off. He's losing the head. He's trying to have a little bit of head control that doesn't exist. There it is. He's going to try to get head and wrist control. But Leon's in a very dominant side control position at the moment.
Leon Davis, the aggressor thus far in round number one.
But you just saw Leon try to step over Nate's arm and pin it. Nate's doing a good job of getting himself off the cage so he's not pinned into it.
You know, the action's been great thus far, and I expect an evenly matched bout. These two are almost of similar build, similar backgrounds, a lot of similarities between the two.
That matchmaker, Pat Sullivan, I think he knows what he's doing.
I think he's all right. I think he's done a nice job. We'll find out.
Wow, nice job by Leon immediately to mount. That was a quick pass. Nate's in a little bit of trouble here if he doesn't reverse it. He's trying to roll over and pass. It looks like he has the choke. The hooks are in.
Davis has that in. This could be tough.
It's really close. Nate's going to have to try 2-on-1, and he's trying desperately to relieve the choke.
Just trying to pull that arm down, and I don't know if he's going to do it.
He's got two hands on one. That's what he's doing a great job here. You see Nate Andrews, two of his hands on one of Leon's hands to negate the choke.
Great job to break out of it by Nate Andrews. That one looked dicey.
Now you're going to see Nate look to turn into Leon to try to go belly to belly here, but Leon has it looks like a body lock. I can't tell at the moment. If he has his right leg, his right foot under his left leg, and now I do see that body lock's incredibly hard to come out of, and it applies a lot of pressure to the diaphragm. Some guys will tap just from the pressure from that.
Andrews not one of them just yet, but Davis again trying to get that forearm underneath the chin. 143 to go.
Choke, you're 100% right. He's trying to roll that. You see where his right hand's covering his mouth. Totally legal.
And of course, when you commit yourself to the hold, you leave your head open, and that's what Nate Andrews is trying to take advantage of.
Nate's doing a good job of trying to have Leon not go for what he's trying to go for, trying to finish. It's very hard, though. This is a very tough position. There's plenty of time left in the round. The fighters are still relatively dry, which is a big point.
That's the biggest thing. A lot of time left, too. 1:16 to be exact.
Now you can see where Leon Davis has the mount, and he's going to throw small, short punches. Here they come, real ground and pound from the standing position now. Nate has a lot of work to do to get out from underneath this.
Yeah, we'll see if Andrews can kick out of it. He tried momentarily. Still a minute to go in round number one. Davis dominating on the ground.
Nice short elbow Davis threw right there.
Davis in complete control. Andrews just trying to get back to his feet. Looks like he's going to make it, although we could see if Davis has something locked in underneath. I don't think it's quite there.
It looks to me right now he's using that position to control the head and control basically his posture. He didn't want him to come up. Again, he saw Leon try to throw a right elbow that was blocked very well by Andrews.
Davis just relentless.
He's going to go for a ride again. Leon Davis is going to try to get both hands underneath their hips and bring them back down like he just did. He did a great job.
Third big takedown of the round for Leon Davis. We're coming up on 20 seconds to go in this opening round of this lightweight bout number 2 of the evening here at Real Pain. And of course, you are enjoying this free preview.
You folks at home are getting this for free. That's pretty amazing.
Just imagine what you get when you order for $29.95 on DirecTV. Round number 1 coming to a close. Davis again letting those hands fly. And it looks
Leon's doing a great job of controlling his hips, controlling Nate's body so as not to let him off the ground. And again, Nate's doing a fairly good job. He hasn't been submitted and hasn't taken a bunch of punishment.
I think there's a clock malfunction. I thought this round was over.
I think I just heard the 10-second clock go.
Seemed a lot longer than 5 minutes. I'm sure to Nate Andrews it seemed like 10.
Spending that much time with me, is that what it means? I get it.
Round number 1 of the books, a great round for Leon Davis as he comes out firing. Had 3 big takedowns, Scott, and really was the aggressor early on. And of course, using that wrestling skill like you alluded to in the preview for the bout.
Now you'll see where Nate's not going to have much of a choice but to respect the ability to be taken down, which is going to open up Leon's hands now.
Leon Davis catching his breath. Nate Andrews on the other side needs to come out a little bit stronger in round number 2. When you're only fighting 3 rounds, Scott, it's hard when you fall behind early on in the bout. It kind of puts a little sense of urgency when you go into that 2nd round.
Most certainly. You still have 2 rounds in front of you. You don't want to do anything foolish where you're down 2 rounds to none. But you most certainly don't want to come back to your stool having the same result.
All right, round number 2, here we go. Leon Davis in the black and gold, Nate Andrews in the green and white. Both fighters opening with kicks.
Nate threw a 2nd kick, but it left him wide open for that takedown. And you're going to see Nate grab a single. He's trying to get his arms underneath and pull straight up. You're going to see Leon Davis trying to grab that back leg and try to pull him back down. What Nate's trying to do is get underhooks in and fight this off. Right now, Nate, he has a choke. He has a choke reels. He's tapping.
He's gonna tap.
What a reversal.
Leon Davis
standing. Wow, a standing guillotine. He sunk in deep and looked like a Matt Hughes choke.
Just when he thought Leon Davis was about to pick up where he left off, Nate Andrews gets in the choke, the standing guillotine. A shocking turn of events.
Well done, young man. That was a very quick submission. He hit that submission very, very quickly and finished very, very quickly. When we see the replay, you'll see the torque where Nate Andrews' left elbow went from going parallel to the shoulder to the mat. And once it went down that far, fantastic. That's just the end of it.
I'll tell you what, it shows a lot of poise by Nate Andrews because here he is thinking to himself, here we go again. Leon Davis coming in for the takedown. Check out the replay, Scott. There it is.
That's where you see Davis pushing. You can see, Andrews pushing his own hand to tighten that choke up, which in turn takes that left elbow and points it closer and closer to the cage floor.
You see the
twist. Yep. It's the same choke. Believe it or not, it's the same choke that John Jones used to choke out Lyoto Machida.
Wow, a fantastic finish for Nate the Snake Andrews, choking out Leon Davis in round number 2. Just when it looked like Leon Davis was about to assert his will with his wrestling ability again, Nate Andrews turns the tide and gets the victory. He improves to 2-0. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you joining us at home enjoying the 1-hour free preview, be sure not to miss our pay-per-view event that begins right here at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island at 8 p.m., where later this evening, Dave Brass Body Batista will make his professional MMA debut. You still have time to order. Our pay-per-view event begins at 8 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the official time of this bout is 29 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by a guillotine choke submission, Nate the Snake Andrews.